Hello, this is Mad Cat, and welcome to my channel. So I've had a very interesting.
Hello, this is
Mad
Cat.
Shit.
Welcome to my channel.
You know, it wouldn't be my channel unless I do that, so we're already off to a good start. And at least the audio is working. This here. There we go. I've had a rather interesting day today because, you know, I've been watching these little clips of Joe Rogan talking to Jake the Snake Roberts over the last few weeks. And today I just, for whatever reason, decided to watch the whole entire thing. Sometimes I'll watch all of Joe Rogan. Other times I'll just watch him in clips. I enjoy Joe Rogan. I don't always agree with everything he has to say, but I think he's worth watching, worth listening to what he has to say, and it's definitely his guests are worth listening. But anyways, of course, back in the day, I was a wrestling fan. I grew up watching wrestling. I guess I don't know how I felt about Jake the Snake Roberts. It's just been so long ago, and of course, my condition, it's just hard to really remember anything. But I don't know. I guess maybe because he was a heel, I didn't really like him that much. But certainly over the years, I heard about some of the problems he's had. And watching that, oh God, it was actually really hard for me to sit there and watch Joe Rogan talk to Roberts like that, and I actually had to pause it a few times and walk away. And not because, you know, I've experienced a lot of what he has. I mean, we've both been molested as children, and we've had a rough go at life. Of course, he was more like he was on drugs all the time. He, you know, had difficulty trusting women, and you know, lately, since my injury, I've had a difficulty in trusting people. I mean, God, 6.5 years. And it was like within the last year, I started to have hope again. I started to feel like maybe I could get myself out of this. And I still have that hope, but, you know, it's like there are just days where I don't want to get out of bed. And, you know, when Roberts spoke about not being able to just get out of bed, about just being angry with God, that why didn't you take me? Well, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in God, but I know that feeling. You know, the one thing I often say is my teeth. My teeth are really messed up badly. And that comes from the fact that it's just like, I wanted to kill myself. And, you know, once in a great while, that feeling comes back. But there was just a period through that 6 years where I just wanted to end it. And if I could have gotten a gun, I would have. And when you are at that state, even hygiene just becomes a... Well, why be concerned with hygiene? I didn't shower for a long time. And of course, I didn't brush my teeth. And of course, they're damaged as a result of that. And, you know, I'm hoping, you know, I can get myself out of my situation. And one of the things to do is to go and get dental work done. And I don't know if it would require me getting dentures or, you know, get a whole new set of teeth that it's screwed into you or something. But, you know, I want to do something because, you know, I don't smile that much anymore. And I used to smile with my teeth, and I'm so self-conscious about it. But lately, I have been feeling, I've noticed that my body's kind of atrophied. You know, it's starting to feel bad all the time. I'm starting to have back problems. My legs are hurting all the time. I'm just not really exercising. And primarily, it's because of two reasons. One, I mean, going out for a walk takes a lot out of me mentally. And I have post-concussion syndrome. Any activity that I do for a long period of time takes a lot out of me. And even just walking, hell, sleeping takes a lot out of me. Sleeping, you're supposed to be rested. You know, maybe you're groggy at first when you wake up, but, you know, I'm still tired throughout the rest of the day. But it's like if I've been dreaming, like doing a lot of dreaming, I'll just lay in my bed with my eyes closed. I cannot get myself out of bed. So it's just such a crazy thing. Like sleeping itself causes me mental difficulties. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is I've just been so busy. You know, I just got my course out, and I've actually started going to a writing group. So I'm now starting to socialize more, and I'm hoping to maybe going out to a meetup group. But of course, with those kind of things, it just depends on that day. How good do I feel? Do I feel good enough to actually drive a car? And most days I don't. But I'm trying. You know, I'm hoping that in 2019, I'm going to re-release my book, because I'm right now having the writing group help me rewrite it. They're critiquing me, and I'm trying to write it in such a way that I feel that it's my absolute best work. I'm taking my writing level to the next level. But my body is just in bad shape. Now, one can also say, like, well, you know, in order to have a healthy mind, you need a healthy body. And that's all well and fine for a normal functioning brain. My brain is not normally functioning. And I know if I try to exercise, my body will improve. It definitely will. And maybe I will see some improvement with my brain, but it's not going to solve my problems. I'm not putting that on anyone, that there's anything that can ever really be done for me. I know there's not. I've done my research on this. You know, I've talked to doctors. I've talked to other people with this condition. I mean, other than doing a QEEG, but that's like $20,000 on maybe it'll do something for me. And that's about the only hope I have. And of course, I don't have like $20,000. I don't even have money to get health insurance right now. So DDP yoga. Well, I've been thinking lately, the last week or so, about the idea of doing yoga. And that, you know, I can just throw something on YouTube and just do that. Because, you know, I do try to do stretches, and I try to use a punching bag. I don't really have a punching bag. It's just clothes hanging on a clothesline, and I squish them all together and just start punching that. You know, you make do with what you have. But, you know, I'm skeptical of yoga as a whole because, and maybe it's because I'm exposed to it on TV, but it just seems like something you do because you want people to believe that you're trying to do something. I don't know. And maybe there are people out there that really get something out of it, and kudos for them, but I'm not into the whole spirituality of it. That would be the last thing that I would want. You know, I want something where there's a focus on me making my body better. So, you know, I heard many years ago that DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, former wrestler, had a yoga program. But I was led to believe that it was a program just for wrestlers or former wrestlers. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. You know, he's a former wrestler. He's had injuries. He's developed a system for other wrestlers. Fine. But today was the first time I've heard that this system that he has is for pretty much everyone, but more specifically to those that wouldn't ever consider doing yoga, a person like me. And there are a lot of reasons why individuals like myself wouldn't do yoga. But as I mentioned, for me, I don't really care about the woo-ha, wishy-washy spirituality component. I don't really buy into all of that. But I do see the benefit that yoga can have. So if anything, Joe Rogan saved me a lot of time of researching So I am strongly considering this. But why DDP? You know, why not anyone else? Because certainly right now, you know, it's going to cost me like 60, 70, upwards of $100 to get one of his programs, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't really have the money because of Christmas and, you know, the holiday season, and it was my mom's birthday recently. And, you know, I am getting money in right now. I'm donating plasma every week. I'm doing it twice a week, which is very taxing. You don't think that it would be, but it is. You know, I'm starting to notice that I'm not really clotting the way that I'm supposed to. And that's kind of worrying me a bit. Maybe I need a break from it, but, you know, every penny counts right now. So, and of course, appreciation of those who donate to my Patreon, which you can find the link down below. So, you know, that's certainly a plan for the future if I decide to go with this. But why him specifically? Well, simply because of something you know, I just decided after watching the Jake the Snake, I decided to watch the DDP interview with Joe Rogan. And, you know, I was listening to him because I was a bit skeptical. You know, he's claiming that he helped this military veteran, and, you know, I want to believe it's true. I really, really, really do. But, you know, you hear about stuff like that all the time, miracle healing and all that. And DDP's not promoting this as miracle healing. But, you know, I was skeptical, but it's like listening to him talk about this, you just find inspiration from it. And then they showed the video, and, you know, maybe my defenses are a little bit down, or maybe he's really good at what he's saying, but I believe him. I believe that this was really a military veteran. You know, I've been to doctors myself, and I've had a lot of doctors come to me about my problem saying that, you know, well, here's some antidepressants. Let's see if this works, which tells me that they don't really care about what my condition is. They think that maybe I'm making it up, or maybe that I'm creating the symptoms. I've never really gotten serious help for my condition. In fact, the last neurologist I saw explained it to me. It's like, look, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. Doctors are not going to take your condition seriously. They're going to find the simplest explanation they can and go with that. And he accepted that it was a constellation of issues. That there's a lot of things going on with my mind. But when a doctor hears that, especially a neurologist, for whatever reason, hears that, they think of it as just a series of symptoms. So if they attack one symptom, all the others should fall in line, rather than say, okay, so you have all of these symptoms, so we're going to develop a plan for you that's going to help address a lot of these issues, as many as we can, but we're not going to be able to address them all. No, they focus on a single one and say, well, let's see what we can do with this and go from there. And of course, it doesn't help my immediate situation. And giving me antidepressants always made the problem worse. And they're just guessing if it's going to work. So I can definitely understand, you know, Diamond Dallas Page being told that he's never going to wrestle again. Or this military veteran being told you're going to be disabled for the rest of your life. So, but what really got me, and this to me has really sold me on the idea. I actually just downloaded the DDP yoga app on my phone. And I didn't do it as a whim, but really to see what it's about. So you can sort of see it here. You know, I actually downloaded it, and apparently my rank is 6,000 out of 28,000. I'm not really sure how that's possible since I just signed up for it, but okay then. Have people just been doing so poorly with the app that they've dropped down less than a person who just signed up? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and I'm still skeptical of this. I want to give it an honest chance, but I mean, come on. 6,000 out of 28,000. That's my rank. I mean, if you said my rank was 27,999 out of 28,000, that'd have been one thing. But that's a little bit strange there. But, you know, he was talking about the nutrition package. And certainly I've seen a lot of these plans about how to exercise and eat right. But what they require you to do is to stick to their exact plan. Like, no deviation from this whatsoever. And Diamond Dallas's page attitude is what sold me. He's like, I'm going to give you a meal plan. I'm going to tell you what foods to eat and what not to eat. And mostly it's cutting out dairy and gluten. He's like, yeah, I'm going to tell you to do that. But you know what? If you come to me and it's like, well, I can't do that, he's going to be like, well, you know, whatever, you know, do it, don't do it. I don't care. I don't care if you follow this. And that really reached me, because what he's basically saying is, you know, if you're going to do this, do it. You know, do it to what level you want to do it, what works best for you. The responsibility is on you. You know, I'm going to show you this person and this person and this person, and all these people over here followed this, and they're doing better. They lost weight. They feel better, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can watch the Joe Rogan interview. You can actually see him say exactly that. And it's like, he's the right person for me. And that's why I'm strongly, strongly considering this. Now, certainly I don't have the money now, and maybe I have to rely on some free yoga videos that I can find on YouTube. I did find one demonstration video for DDPY. Is that like Dippy? DDP? And I'm probably going to look into that and see what I can do. Give it a try for a little bit and just see. Because, I mean, maybe yoga will help me, but it can also be bad for me. And I know a lot of people put a lot of stock into it and say, oh, it's the most amazing thing. Yeah, for a normal working brain. Mine doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I mean, I had a doctor once give me like a cognitive energy boost sort of thing, and all it did was make my condition worse. Because, you know, I told him that my brain fatigues after a short time, so it gave me something to try to boost it to delay the fatigue. But all it did was increase the fatigue to happen. So, but I want to give this a try and see where it takes me. And maybe in a couple of months, I can get his basic plan. But that is one of my goals. Because, I mean, look at me. I'm not fat, but certainly I've got a bowling ball here. Ideally, I mean, I'm at 260 right now. Ideally, I would like to be back at 200. But my goal for 2019 is to lose 20 pounds. 20 pounds in 12 months. I mean, that's like 1.5 pounds every month. That's not really too much of a challenge, but I don't know. Maybe if this works, maybe if this is something like, I don't think I'll lose 100 pounds. I mean, I don't think I have 100 pounds to lose, but, you know, I'd be happy at 200. That's where my idea is at. But he has just such the right attitude. Maybe he's a more energetic than I might like. He's a little cheesy, but maybe cheesy is a good thing. So, I don't know. I wanted to do this video because I just felt so inspired. You know, as far as the diet thing, the only problem with that I can do it. I'd have no problem doing. Like if tomorrow I didn't have to worry about my bills, if I didn't have to worry about having to go to a plasma center twice a week to try to get $70, like if I could just live and not have to worry about money, I would easily do the diet because I don't really like gluten that much. I mean, I do like pasta, but I'm willing to do alternatives because it's mostly the sauce that I want, not really the noodles, although I don't like whole grain noodles. I don't really like bread that much. I don't really like cake that much. I enjoy the frosting, but I'm not a very big gluten person. So cutting it out of my diet wouldn't be a big deal. And then cheese. I'm not a big cheese person. I never have been. And it's actually gotten me some scorn from people. It's like, oh man, how can you not love cheese? It's awesome. It's the best thing ever. I thought bacon was the best thing ever. I mean, there's only really two cheeses that I like, which is cheddar, medium cheddar, not mild, not sharp, medium. Which most, like when I was in Philadelphia, they didn't have medium cheddar, which was the strangest concept to me. But in Arizona, there's more than enough medium cheddar. So, and then pepper jack. And those are the two cheeses I like. And Joe Rogan's talking about cheat days. And I think when it comes to dairy, I might have some cheat days because I sometimes enjoy milks. Most of the time I don't. So I could cut that out of my diet. The only reason why I wouldn't now is because, again, I don't have money and I'm dependent upon whatever food my mother gets, and she's not too concerned with that. But lately, I have been eating a lot more vegetables, fresher vegetables. I've been trying to start using a lot more peppers and quinoa. Funny enough, I've been trying to eat quinoa more, which is actually healthier than rice. I've done the research on that. So I don't know. I just wanted to come on here, maybe interact with my fans a little bit. I know I haven't done a whole lot of videos lately. And actually, I've been doing videos on Modern Medusa's side. We've been doing the Macho Show, which the last video I posted was our first episode of that. I was supposed to keep uploading those, but I just I've been so busy with everything else. So, check me out on Modern Medusa's channel. You can get the link down below. We're going to be doing a Macho Show tonight. I don't remember what the show's going to be about, but, if you want to be on the show, if you want to come on, it's kind of like a call-in show, but not really a call-in show. Just message me or Modern Medusa, say, hey, I'd like to be on the show. I'd like to talk about this. We're very relaxed. We'll talk about whatever just comes up. We're very silly. We're joking a lot. We also take it very seriously. And I want it to be something where men especially can call in and talk about the challenges they have. Or they can talk about the topic that we're talking about. So come check me out there later tonight. Actually, I just joined a Pathfinder group, so I was actually doing that yesterday. We'll see what's going on with that. And I'm kind of taking the month of December off because it's a holiday and I want to try to get some stuff done around the house. But I think my mother is feeling especially lonely right now because this is only like her second Christmas since her divorce. And she's been a little bit clingy, and I can understand why. I mean, I'm a little bit clingy, but I kind of want to be there for her right now, so I don't want to really start anything. But once the new year comes, I'm going to start doing more with this channel. I got my education channel that I'm going to be doing. Well, you can't see it right now, but I got this whole whiteboard filled with world building. And I'm going to be doing a series on world building. I'm going to interview people about their work. I'm just going to be doing a whole lot. But then I also got my second course that I'm going to be doing, which is going to teach people how to use Wikipedia. So, I mean, I definitely have plans of attack, and I still have the hope, and I'm moving forward. But, you know, trying to put some yoga into it, you know, it's like I said on Facebook, you know, right now my problem is my mind and my body. And I don't know if this is going to help my mind. I don't expect it will. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this yoga is exactly what I need, and I'll be better, and I can start working a full-time job again. That would be a miracle. Okay, to be fair, I found this in Goodwill. It was like a decent shirt. I don't even care about the Buccaneers. I'm sorry. So, but thank you, Ohio Dan, for telling me the Buccaneers suck. And I say, I don't really watch football anymore, so I don't. But yeah, if I can at least just solve the problem with my body, that's one less thing I have to worry about. And if I ever have sex again, then I won't feel like an 80-year-old man trying to, you know, do anything. At least my body will be flexible enough to just move through my life. So, Ohio Dan, I do want to thank you. I just got my Patreon in. And, of course, I put that money to good use, and he is one of my biggest contributors. So thank you so much for that. I do plan on starting next month. I just want to hit the ground running. So the rest of the year is going to be in preparation for that. But I want to, you know, do my little news segment program on, like, I don't know, just read just quick stories. That's my plan for this channel. And I'm also considering, and I want to throw this out to all of you, although I'm sure most of you have stopped listening by now. Would you like me to do a video journal of what I do with DDPY? Maybe you won't watch me do the yoga, but I can come on and talk about my experience of it. Because, I don't know, if this actually works, then watching me from like a before and after in the journey along the way might be of benefit to other people with post-concussion syndrome. So I want to throw that idea out there. Is that something you'd be interested in or not? So I'm going to look at the app. I'm going to start looking for some videos online. I'm going to start doing yoga. You know, I've got to make sure that I don't do too much too fast, but that's true with any exercise regimen. And you know, I'm excited by it. I just listening to DDP, listening to Jake the Snake Roberts. I mean, that made me really, really depressed, but only because there's elements of his life that remind me of my life. But just DDP, he sold me. He sold me when he's like, you know, if you don't follow my dietary regimen, I don't care. And I was like, that's perfect. That's the man I need. So I guess that's going to do it today. Definitely check me out later tonight with Modern Medusa. I believe it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's about 6 p.m. Arizona time. It's called The Macho Show. Ooh, yeah. I used to do that when I was a child. Now I can't do it at all, but check me out on there, and I am going to be getting some videos starting next month. Maybe not right on the first of the month, but probably like the second week, I'm going to just get some more videos on here. I love what I do on here. I love the fan base that I have. you know, but I'm also going to be doing so many other things because my goal, I mean, I have goals for 2019, but by 2021, I want to be in a position where I can care for myself. That is my goal. And I can't help but think that maybe yoga could be a possibility. And maybe DDP yoga is a possibility. So, oh sure, when I'm about to close out now, I start getting viewers. Although I'm only at 3. Now I'm back at 2, so there goes that. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Okay. So, thank you for everyone watching. I needed to get this out there. And just post your thoughts down below. Hit the like button, thumbs up button. Wait, there is no like button. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the little bell. Post this on your social media. And watch us tonight on Modern Medusa's channel. This is Mad Cat signing off.